Traders in the building, what is good? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. So in this particular video, I'll be analyzing for you guys EURUSD, GBPUSD, GBPJPY, AUDUSD, and USDJPY. Without wasting time, let's just get straight to it. So in front of us, I have EURUSD, and I'm currently bullish on this market. Now, the reason why I'm bullish is simply because the market is in a very strong area of support. You can see here, this is the first touch, second touch, a third, a fourth. And the market broke below the structure but could not sustain itself below this area over here to sell from. Instead, it came back above that support, which again, now the market is trading above the structure. So for me, it means that the market is bullish and is about to go up. So we can expect that. The second reason is because, as you can see, man, the market has broken out of this bearish channel that it had over here. You can clearly see that the market was coming down nicely. However, at the moment, we did get a breakout. And so this, for me, is suggesting or is signaling to me that the market is ready to push even higher, right? Now, the way you can trade this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame. I don't know which time frame to start with. Let's go to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we did have a counter trend, which also again the market is broken out of. You can clearly see that we did have a first touch over there, a second touch, third, fourth touch, and a fifth touch. However, currently at the moment the market is broken out. You can clearly see this. No questions asked on that one. So for me, I'm bullish on this market again for this reason also. You can clearly see that we had a resistance over here. Not only that, the trend over there. So the market is broken above both of these resisting structures, suggesting to us that the market indeed is bullish. Now, the way you can trade this market for the week that is coming, let's go to the daily time frame. I have identified two areas of interest which I am interested to buy from. I am looking at this high over here. This is the high that I'm looking at, and this is the low that I'm looking at. So for me, I feel like we're not going to get a retracement because on a smaller time frame we've already got it. But if the market does give a retracement, this is a good area for you guys to look for buys from. We want to take buys over here and hope to break that resistance over there. And when the market breaks that resistance, we await a retest and then a continuation to the upside. Pretty much that's all I'm looking for in this instrument. Everything at the moment is suggesting that the market is bullish, and everything at the moment to me looks bullish. If you see something else, you can also comment down in the comment section. I mean, everyone sees something different in the market. Go to GBPUSD. Let's move to the higher time frame. I'm also bullish on this instrument. Now, the reason why I'm bullish is similar to EURUSD. We have a very strong area of support. You can clearly see this, that the market, anytime we reach this area, did try to break below but could not, went above the structure. So anytime now the market is above the structure, it likes to buy. Not only that, we've also broken above a bearish trend. You can clearly see that the market had a trend over here which was bearish. If you zoom out like that, there was a trend, first touch, a second touch, and then a reaction, and at the moment the market is above that trend. So for me at the moment, everything is suggesting that this market is bullish. Now, this is why my bias is bullish. Now, the way you can trade this market, you need to go to a smaller time frame. Let us start on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we did have a range which at the moment the market is broken out of. Now, you can clearly see that there was a range around the structure over here. So let me draw it for you guys. This is how it was. So for me, I had identified this as the high of the range. As you can see, anytime the market reached the high over there, and then it ended up breaking above, but when it came below, it sold. And when it came again, it sold. When it came again, it sold. Came again, sold. And now at the moment, the market is broken out of that resistance. Now, the only logical thing to do at this point is to look for buyers as the market is broken above an area of resistance. Now, the way you can trade this market for the week that is coming, I have identified two areas of interest. I am looking at this high over here and this low over here. So what you can do for the week that is coming is to wait patiently for the market to give you a retracement back to this support over here. This would be a nice area for you to look for buyers. And when it does that, this is when you start to look for buyers and hope to break that resistance over there. And when the market can eventually break that resistance, then it's another opportunity for further buyers to the upside. At the moment, for me, there's nothing that is suggesting a bearish market. Everything is looking bullish for me on the higher time frame, the monthly time frame, the weekly time frame, and of course, if you go to the daily time frame, the same thing. The market is suggesting that it's bullish. So the only thing that you should do, guys, for the week that is coming, look for buyers. Let's move on to another instrument. This is GBPJPY. Let's move to the higher time frame, the monthly time frame. Of course, also on this instrument, I am bullish. Now, the reason why I'm bullish on this market is because you can clearly see we had a very strong area of resistance. The market sold from there heavily, right? And now we have recently broken out of that resistance. So the only logical thing to do is that if a resistance is broken, we all know that an old resistance broken becomes a newly formed support. So this is what we can expect for this market to do. Give us a retracement before you can anticipate further move to the upside. But it doesn't mean you cannot trade the market short term. If you want to sell this market, let's move to the smaller time frame over there. I want to show you something very interesting about this instrument. So this instrument, it likes to move in break and retest manners. As you can see from this area over here, created a resistance over here, and then when the market broke out, came for a retest, it bought, right? And then this was a move to this support back here. The market came back above over here, it bought, broke this resistance again over here. When it broke it, it bought, and then broke this one again, came here, it bought, broke this one again, bought, and then broke this one. You can see that this market moves in break and retest pattern, right? So now we have not really came back ever since we broke this resistance over here. This was the resistance that we had. The market, ever since it broke, it hasn't really come back to retest that area, but it doesn't mean I'm looking for sales for the week that is coming. I'm still bullish. Now the reason why I'm still bullish is simply because of this trend line over here that we have over here. We have a very strong area of support, which is drawn by this trend line over there, and that is the only reason why I'm looking for buys. But the way you can trade this market for the week that is coming, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. I want to show you something interesting. So for the week that is coming, what I'm gonna do is I will expect buys from this support, because here's the thing: if the market is not gonna hold above this support, then it will just confirm that this market is coming back for that retracement that we were expecting on the higher time frame, right? So this is a good area for you to look for buys from, right? Look for buys as soon as the market is here. We want to anticipate buys and hope that it breaks above the resistance and then a continuation. And now, should the market instead not do what we expect it to do, instead the market breaks below this area over here, then we treat it as a broken resistance, a broken support, then becomes a newly formed resistance, and here we start to look for sells, hoping to break this trend line, of course, and again a retest around the structure, and then a continuation to the downside. That's all for this one. Moving on to AUDUSD, I'm also bullish on this market. Let's go to the monthly time frame. I love the price section of this currency pair over here. I've been trading it for the past, for the past month or so, and it has been good to me. So now on this market, the reason why I'm bullish is simply because you can see that we did have a bearish trend over here, right? A first touch, second touch, third touch, and when the market broke out, it came nicely, it became support, and again came back to retest over here, and then it became support. So the market, for as long as it's above that trend, for me, the market is bullish. Now the second reason why I'm bullish is because we have a very strong area of support over here. As you can see, very strong area of support on the structure over here, first touch over there, second touch, a third touch, fourth touch, and so on and so forth. Now the way you can trade this market, you need to go to a smaller time frame. Let's go to the weekly time frame over there. So we also did have a counter trend which we have broken out of on this time frame also. So you can see that this was a trend. This was the first touch over here, reaction around, second touch, a third touch, a fourth touch, and now the market is broken out of that trend, and of course you can see retest, and now the market is pushing up. So for the week that is coming, I have two areas of interest. I'm looking at this support over here, and I'm looking at this resistance over here, but I really doubt that the market could come back to this support because it has already moved. So I feel like maybe we can also avoid that. So for the week that is coming, if you really want to take buys, maybe to swing trade this market, this is the area we need to break first before we can expect long-term buys. But it doesn't mean you cannot take short-term buys on a smaller time frame. If you go to the daily time frame, I have identified two areas of interest, or rather, let me move to an even smaller time frame, the 4 hours. So on the 4-hour time frame, the market has created a clean resistance after CPI. So we had a resistance over there, as you can see, resistance over here. Then the market broke out, came back for a retest, and then the market supported from here. Not only that, on that retest over there, the market is still around that structure. So for the week that is coming, for you to look for buys, wait for the market to break this resistance over here, and then on the retest, this is where you can start to anticipate buys to the upside. However, let's say now it doesn't do that. Instead, the market, because now I've also noticed that this market likes to move in a range manner, right? So it likes to create ranges before it breaks out. So the thing that you can look for is if the market is rejecting this high over here, then you can sell this market back to this support, and on this support you want to buy it back up, and then whichever direction the market breaks, if it breaks this high over here, then you can expect further buys to the upside. And if the market breaks below this area over here, then maybe it's coming to retest this resistance that we have over here that we didn't retest on the higher time frame. If I can go to the daily time frame, you will see that ever since the market broke out of this trend over here, this range, it hasn't really come back to retest. So maybe it could want to do that, but it doesn't mean it is going to do that. You can see that there was a very strong range around here, right? there was a range, resistance, support. Market broke out, hasn't really come back for a retest. So if the market ends up breaking below that support that I've identified on that 4-hour time frame, then maybe the market wants to come back to retest that structure over there. Going to USDJPY, and I am closing with this one. Let's move to the higher time frame. On the higher time frame, this market is clearly bullish. I mean, you can see that the market is moving up, right? Not only that, the market is broken out of this very strong area of resistance over here. You can see that there was a resistance around this structure. Market broke out, came back to retest that structure nicely, and then it pushed up, right? So now the last structure that the market has created is this one over here. You can see that the market created the structure, and now it has broken out of that structure. So what I'm expecting, or rather what I see is as a possibility, is for the market to come back around this area over here, and then this is where you can expect further bias to the upside. So the way you can trade this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame. Let's start with the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, I do recognize that the market over here has broken below this support over here. We have a very strong area of support. This is the trend line over here. First touch, a second touch, a third touch. The market has been trending above that structure. Not only that, we've broken above this area that I've identified as an area of structure on the higher time frame. So the resistance over here, the market broke out, and instead it came back inside this structure over there. So now for the week that is coming, I have two areas of interest. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, I'm looking to sell the market, I'm hoping that it's gonna come back for a retest over there, and this is where you can start to look for your first sell position, and hopefully the market can break this support over here, and if it does, then you await a retest, and then you sell the market back to the support over here, and this is where you can then start to anticipate further buys, long-term buys to the upside, like I showed you on the higher time frame over there. If you go to the daily, right, if you go to the daily time frame, this is where then if the market comes back inside this area over here, then we expect buyers to the upside. Pretty much that's all I'm looking for on this instrument. I feel like I've covered everything. If you see something different, do comment down in the comment section. But guys, let me encourage you, it's important that you watch these videos, not to take what I'm saying, but make your own analysis. Just compare what you saw with what I'm seeing and see how good you are with your analysis. And it doesn't mean I'm always correct, right? Sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right. You've seen it many times in the channel. Other weeks I get the direction correct, other weeks I don't, but it doesn't mean other people didn't as well, right? So yeah, man, with that being said, thank you for watching up to this far. If you are, I love you guys. Yeah, man, I'll see you next week, same time, same place, and I am out.